weeks 35, 36, 37, 38. I'm literally 39 plus 0 today. So let me show you my belly first, actually. I just slept, or I was just trying to sleep, and so I have like blanket marks and wrinkles all over my belly, but here's, oh my God, and I'm not wearing a bra. I can't be bothered, guys, sorry. Here's the belly from the side. Oh. Here's from the front, I have my little linea nigra. Yeah, so cute. I'm just like, it's just crazy to me. My belly is crazy, but I love it so much. It's like I never knew what it was gonna look like, and it's just so sweet. I've been rubbing Mother, the oil and the body butter since the very beginning of my pregnancy, and it's been amazing. So she still looks good. Anyways, okay, so week 35. So many things happened, like with my body, with our lives, our house. I think this is just what happens in pregnancy. Oh my gosh, I'm also just needing to put my t-shirt underneath my boobs. Again, can't be bothered for a bra right now. I have some notes though. So, 35, definitely that line, the linea nigra, showed up for sure. In general, new symptoms on my body, it's that. It's me having, oh my God, I'm so out of breath. He hasn't really dropped yet. That's the other thing. He's still pretty high. He's been head down for honestly months. But he just hasn't like engaged and dropped. So I'm just getting more and more. He's growing, but it's not lowering. So I'm just getting out of breath. And my tummy feels like it's getting pushed on more and more each week. And so feeling like a little more out of breath. But the other thing, in week 35, I decided to get my Tdap because we're going to delay vaccines for as long as possible. I need to do a lot of research on that. But I decided to get my Tdap just to give him a little bit of immunity of the like whooping cough. And I was so tired the day I did it, and then the next day I was so tired. But other than that, week 35, I had really good energy. Lambros was traveling and something crazy happened. So he was gone all week. And while I was doing laundry, we have a laundry chute in our house, and the laundry kind of got stacked up in the chute, and part of like the acoustic ceiling and the laundry chute cabinet, when I was taking out the laundry, like got on my clothes, and I was like, oh my God. And all of the other ceilings in our home are scraped. There's no acoustic ceiling, but in this one cabinet, and then in like 2 linen closets, and it got all over my laundry. And I was like, oh my gosh, does that acoustic ceiling have asbestos in it? It's notorious in this neighborhood, or in this area where we live. And sure enough, I got it tested immediately. I like freaked out, panicked, and it was positive. So within week 35, I got it tested, got it remediated, stayed at my mom's and dad's for a few nights, and all while Lambros was gone. So that was that. I also really started, I mean, it was just kind of crazy, but I also started to like really work on like some pelvic floor exercises that my therapist gave me. I'm gonna link those actually in my Substack because they're great. But that was week 35. It was crazy. I freaked out. Luckily, like I got it handled, and I'm happy it happened before baby came, because that would be awful. And it also ended up being in every single room, every single, like the living room, kitchen, bedrooms, the air registers, like behind, they used to spray asbestos as well. So we had to get every single room. It was crazy. Had to I covered my furniture, even though they do their cover, I was just getting extra crazy about it just to be safe. But that was just so much work beforehand because I was being extra cautious. That was week 35. Week 36, Lambros comes home for like 2 days, then he leaves again. The day he leaves, I lose part of my mucus plug, which does not indicate labor is going to start, but it's just like your body's prepping and anything can kind of happen. It could be days, it could be weeks. This is like our theme. And not only was he went to Atlanta and then he was going to Little Rock. Little Rock is not a place where you can get a direct flight home. So if I did go into labor, he would have to fly back through Atlanta to get home. So potentially it could take him like 24 hours to get home, so that he would potentially miss the entire birth. So that was this 36 was a very stressful week. Not only was I coordinating with my midwife on like my symptoms, because that night that I lost my part of my mucus plug, I ended up having the first feelings of like the menstrual cramps with my Braxton Hicks. I've been having Braxton Hicks for weeks now, but when I went to bed that night, luckily my little sister was sleeping with me. Thank God, she kept me company. When I went to bed that night, I was like, ooh, that feels like a very faint period cramp with like the tightening of the belly. So again, I was like, oh my God, this is new also. So Lambros changed his flight from coming home like Friday at midnight. Then he was coming home like Friday earlier in the day, like 5 p.m. or something. And then the next night I had more of those cramps, and I was like, this is a little crazy. Like I'm feeling, I like just want you home. So he was able to move some things around, and he ended up coming home Thursday. Around like, I don't know, it was late. It was really late Thursday. He got home maybe like 11 p.m. on Thursday, but it was just so nice having him home. I felt like my nervous system just relaxed, because the thought of him maybe not being with me at the beginning of labor, middle of labor, or like the birth was really, I really tried to keep myself and my body calm, but I know that in my mind I was like, oh God, that would be terrible. So that was crazy. A new symptom happened though when he got home at the very end of this week, 36. I saw the first kind of signs of colostrum, which is so exciting. It kind of like looks like it kind of dries out on your nipples, but I don't know, it was just like such a exciting, sweet little new symptom. But thank God. Also that week was crazy because my midwife, if I did go into labor, since I was 36 weeks, I couldn't do a home birth. I would have had to like go into the hospital. So she came over and we tested for, I think it's group B strep, to see if I needed that antibiotic. She got me set up with a OBGYN. They checked my insurance. She did all these things. It was crazy. Nothing ended up happening, but glad it all worked out. Lambros got home. And then in 37, and then right when he got home, we also realized that our homeowner's insurance was canceling on us because we have these like original steps without a handrail in our front yard, and we were just like, what is happening? So he had to like take those steps out immediately, like right when he got home, and like we resubmitted our pregnancy brain, our pictures showing that we no longer had that anymore. And then I mean, yeah, there was just like house stuff and body stuff every single week. So that was at the end of 36. And then in week 37, hold on, I'm just checking my notes here. Oh my God, I was just so happy to like finally have made it to 37 weeks, because that meant I could have a home birth, and it wasn't gonna like, it wasn't going to be a problem. There wasn't going to be a problem with needing to no longer have my midwife, even though I decided that like I would still have her with me. But I really do want to try to have my water birth. Honestly, if water births were allowed like in hospitals, that would be amazing. I would love that. I just want to have that option. So that's why we're doing one of the reasons why we're doing a home birth. I'm a homebody. I love being home. I feel safe. I love our team. But of course, anything happens, like we will transfer to the hospital and I'll be fine. I'm gonna be totally fine with that. Anyways, in 37, like I still kept having those kind of menstrual cramp feelings. Not every night, but like every other night, every 2 nights, and still just a lot of Braxton Hicks, like so many. They happen a lot. And sometimes it's really just at night where I might feel, oh my God, see, I might feel like a little menstrual kind of cramping at the same time. What else? Oh my God, also at the end in 37, our water in our neighborhood went out. So I finally made it to home birth land, but then the water main like burst and it was out for almost 2 days in our neighborhood. And that was just like another comical thing, like not me over here trying to plan a home birth or a water birth at home with no water, and labor at home potentially in my shower with no water. Like, it's just so funny. It's comical. But anyways, that was week 37. I mean, I feel like these weeks we've just been so tired. Lambros was finally home. He was able to do like a lot of housework stuff that we've had on the list and we just haven't been able to get to because I need him to do some of these things. But he like checked off so many things that week, which was so nice. And yeah, then I got to 38 weeks and that week we ended up having more house stuff, so we're doing foundation work. So phase 1 of when we bought our house, they gave us credit to do some foundation work. So we got phase 1 done, got it inspected, we're now waiting to see when they're gonna do the second one. But it's also, again, so crazy because for so long we've thought maybe the baby was gonna come a little early. And it's like, okay, well, let's schedule this, but I mean, then we might have to cancel because I'm not trying to have workers. We have a bunch of windows in our living room and our kitchen, and I'm planning on like kind of being there, maybe going outside during labor, like laboring in my living room. And it's like, I would have to cancel that work. So that's hilarious. But the other thing about week 38 is, and this is me being real because no one told me about this, and I thought this was a possibility like because of birth, during all the pushing, whatever. But 38 weeks, my number 1 symptom, besides continually having Braxton Hicks, feeling those like period cramps on and off, feeling more and more like I've regurgitated, like burping, out of breath. My new little symptom is that I have a hemorrhoid, and that is that. Love that for me. Just keeping it real.